Hello, I am Alamari Sanchez, and today we will be working on problem 24 out of chapter 3. And it reads, hairlessness in American rat terriers is recessive to the presence of hair. Suppose that you have a rat terrier with hair. How can you determine whether this dog is homozygous or heterozygous for the hairy trait? Well, the first thing that we want to remember is a test cross. And what a test cross essentially is a cross between the unknown genotype, which is what we have right here, because we don't know whether this dog is homozygous or heterozygous, and a homozygous recessive. And within this cross, all the unknown progeny will be expressed because of the homozygous recessive parent. So let's say that H is the hairy gene, and lowercase h is the hairless gene. What we want to do now is see, we're going to take the homozygous dominant and cross it with a homozygous recessive. This is our first test cross. And we'll see that if our parent is homozygous dominant, that we will have 100% hairy offspring. But if we have a heterozygous, and then we cross that with the homozygous recessive, we'll see that we have 50% hairy and 50% hairless. And this is the main thing that we want to look at. So after we do our test cross, we want to look at the offspring. So we would take a look at the offspring, and whether we have 100% hairy, which means all of our offspring are hairy, then we will know that this dog is homozygous dominant, because he or she gives a hairy allele to all of the offspring. But if the dog is heterozygous, we will know that because half of the offspring will be hairy and half of them will be hairless, and that is shown right here because they have half and half also. So half of them will be given to half of the hairy gene will be given to half of the offspring, and the hairless gene will also be given to half of the offspring, and that'll be able to be expressed because of the homozygous recessive.